guys, it's Sasha. So today I am back with the September book haul. I have lots of good books plus an unboxing from Barnes and Noble. Super excited, but I'm gonna save this to the end. I'm just gonna grab a stack of books and go ahead and get started. A lot of these I actually bought, I think, in the summer till now, so not all of these I bought in September, but it's not too big. I think it's a pretty good size, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first book is The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker. This is on my fall reading list. This is not a new release, I think it came out last year, and it follows some sort of virus that follows this small little town in California. And it starts off at this dorm room and these girls all start falling sick, and then it slowly spreads throughout the town. It's written really slowly. It's not very dramatic, but I really liked it. So that's they're falling. So that's the first book. Okay, the second one is the book that I'm currently reading, and that is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I feel like I don't need to say too much. I'm only about 25 pages in, chapter 3. I didn't get too far in, but I'm really liking it so far. I love the way it's written. It's written really cool and very intriguing and engaging. So I'm super excited to continue this. All right, the next 3 books I bought over the summer from Book Outlet. I was super excited to find these, even though I have yet to read them yet. Oops. The first one is a nonfiction. It is You Are Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero. Again, I don't feel like I need to say too much about this. I have heard a lot of people say really great things about this, and I just need to get on it. I need to get on it. I think I should try the audiobook for this. Have any of you read the audiobook, and is it good? Next, I was super excited to see this on Book Outlet. It's Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. This is the sequel to Vicious, which I read the same year that it came out a long time ago, and I absolutely loved it. So I was super excited that there's a sequel. I really need to reread Vicious so I can read this. Oh, and it's really big. I loved Vicious so much. It was so dark, and I love that the main characters weren't the good guys. I loved it so much. So super excited to read this. And then the last book I have from Book Outlet without little order is 9 Perfect Strangers by Liane Moriarty. I absolutely love Liane Moriarty. I've read Big Little Lies, The Husband's Secret, Truly Madly Guilty by her, and this is her newest release. I haven't heard too many great things about this, but I still want to read it. It's kind of a big book. Hers are kind of like contemporary mysteries. I think 9 people go to this, I don't know what to call it. It's a remote health resort. There we go. And I guess some sort of mystery happens. I have no idea. I don't like to know too much, but I'm really excited about this. Her books are usually pretty engaging, though she hasn't been able to make a book as good as Big Little Lies, I have to say. She hasn't come close to it yet. But that's okay. All right, so that's that one. All right, the next book is absolutely beautiful. Look at that, it's so pretty. This is Disappearing Earth by Julia Phillips. This is a new release contemporary and is actually signed. Didn't even realize it until after I bought it. Can you see? Yeah, amazing. So this follows a town in Russia after 2 little girls go missing. I heard it's really slow. I like really slow books, but I've also heard some people were kind of disappointed by it, didn't really care for it. But I want to know I want to read it because it's also being not long listed, but it's up for a lot of awards I'm seeing. So I'm super excited to read this, and it is absolutely stunning. Like, love it. The next book, oh, this reminds me, I forgot a book. Okay, I'm gonna get that so I can show it together. But the next one, my friend bought this for me, and look at how cool this cover is. This is The Future is Female: 25 Classic Science Fiction Stories by Women. So I thought it was awesome. It's a pretty big book. Like I said, it's just 25 different science fiction works. Really cool. Under the dust jacket, like, this cover is amazing. I need to display it. I love it. I cannot wait to read this. I need like the perfect readathon so I can read this, but I absolutely, is that not the coolest cover? I love it so much. All right, the next 2 books are by the same author. So the first one is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Of course, I've heard everyone talk about this on BookTube, and I finally read it, and I absolutely loved it. Evelyn Hugo is like one of the most intriguing, fascinating characters I've ever read about. I absolutely love this book. I'm sure, again, most of you guys know what this is. It follows Evelyn Hugo, who is a star Hollywood actress back in the, like, when did this start? Like in the 30s? In the 50s? Yeah, okay, it's like from the 50s to the 80s. It's amazing. You feel like you're in the old Hollywood time. This makes me want to read books set in that time period because I absolutely loved it. This book was amazing. It's all the hype is like worth it. It was so good. Absolutely loved it. So oh no, my books are falling again. Along with that, I also bought Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid because I absolutely love that book, and I've also heard really good things about this one. This follows a band in the 70s, and she's so good at writing time periods. Like, you feel like you're in it, and really amazing characters, so I'm super excited to read this. And I got this edition off of Book Depository. I thought it was so pretty, so excited to pick this one up as well. All right, it's time for the unboxing. So like I said, I bought some books off of Barnes & Noble. They were having a sale where I think it was 2 hardcovers for $30, which is basically buy one, get one free. Let me open it first so I can do this so you guys can see without showing my address. Hopefully it's not on that side. Okay, here we go. So I went and looked because usually when they have those deals, there aren't too many books that I actually want to purchase, but this time they had some books that I wanted, so I'm really excited. And like I said, they're all hardcover. Let's see, we got a bunch of coupons and stuff in here first. All right, so I'll show you guys. Here we go. All right, so the very first book is Bunny by Mona Awad. I talked about this in my fall reads book. Super excited. This is one of my most anticipated releases. I saw this. This is one of my most anticipated releases. It just sounds so weird and crazy, and everyone that I've heard talk about it says that it is like the weirdest book they've ever read, so I'm super excited. This follows a girl who moves to a new town, or she starts going to college. Yeah, she goes to a new university in New England, and she sees this group of girls, and they all call each other Bunny. And she kind of joins the friend group and sees that they're in some sort of cult, and they do some really weird things. I'm really excited. I love this cover. This is definitely going to be a book that I read in October. Super excited. All right, next book is Circe. Beautiful cover. This is by Madeline Miller. Again, I think a lot of people have heard about this book. Follows the story of Circe. I am really excited to read this. Oh my goodness, look at that map. It is beautiful, very Halloween. You can tell I'm feeling the Halloween vibes. I love it. So pretty. Super excited to read this. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get to this because I have a lot of books that I want to read for the spooky months, but I think this is a 5-star prediction for me. I think I'm going to absolutely love this book. I'm super excited, and it's so stunning. All right, so that's the second one. Next, oh my gosh, this book is tiny. Look at this little book. What? This book is so tiny. Okay, so this is my sister, the serial killer. Oh man, I told myself to look up her name so I know how to pronounce it. Okay, that's my bad. I meant to do that, but time got away from me. This book is so tiny. Can you guys see the difference? Look at this. I have never seen a hardcover this tiny. Anyways, so first of all, I love this cover. It's stunning, and I'm really excited to read this. I've heard a lot of people say some really good things about it, and it's exactly what it says. I'm pretty sure it's following a sister who is a doctor, and her sister is a serial killer, and she kills one of her boyfriends again, and she needs her sister's help to clean it up. That's what I've heard. I'm really excited. This book is freaking tiny. This is like the perfect travel book, so I think this is gonna be the book that I take with me when I go on my trip next week. It is so tiny. But yeah, I thought this would also be a good pick for maybe Spookathon, because I thought serial killer was a good spooky book. But yeah, so I just think this is so cute. What? Yeah, so that's the third book. All right, one more. All right, the last book is this one here, The Silent Patient by Alex I don't even know how to say that. But this is another book that I have had my eye on. I'm super excited. This is a thriller following a woman who shoots her husband, I think 10 times, and then she goes silent, and you're also following the psychiatrist who's trying to get her to open up, I believe. I'm really excited. This is actually a book that I found myself in the bookstore. I just kind of saw it and I read the very first like paragraph here, and it's like, one evening her husband Gabriel returns home late from work and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face and then never speaks another word. And I was like, what? That sounds amazing. And then I've heard some people talk about this on BookTube and stuff, and they love it, so I'm super excited to read this. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Looks like it's just a pretty red book. So this is definitely gonna be a thriller that I pick up in the month of October. Super excited about that. So those are all of the books that I have. So these are the 4 books that I picked up from Barnes & Noble, and I don't really want to pick up the rest of them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul. Those are all of the books. I'm super excited about a lot of them. Let me know if you are interested in any of these or if you've read any of them, and I'll talk to you guys on our next video. Bye.